Oprah Winfrey Show producer Sally Lou Loveman joins us to share how discovering her own voice at 14 inspired her new children's book and how every child can learn the power of their story.
All right, coming up here on Daytime, the new book helping young readers discover their own voice and the power to pursue their passion.
Author Sally Lou Loveman joins us after the break with more on Livy Lovey Loves to Speak. Livy Lou Lovely Loves to Speak is Sally Lou Loveman's debut children's book, helping young readers discover their voices and the power to pursue their passions.
Sally Lou joins us now to share more, and not your first book, that's for sure, but your first kids book.
My first children's picture book, yes.
And this is really to get kids to learn to speak up more, because you learned to speak up more as a child, correct?
I did. Well, first of all, I was a very shy child, which is why I wrote this book, because I was painfully shy. Youngest of three, always trying to hold on to my mom's leg if we went out. I was painfully shy. And then she invited me to a TV show. Just so happened, I'm 14 years old, I say yes, and the minute I got into that environment, that studio, I realized, oh, I like this. And I could see that a TV career could be for me. I would have never seen that had I said no, right?
Right.
And every 14-year-old or 10-year-old or 16-year-old could say no to their mom. So I always say, accept invitations from your mother. Tell your children that. And so that really changed my whole point of view, because I was like, I want to do that. So I immediately attached to that passion, to that purpose of working in television. And then there was no stopping me. I was confident and happy, and I had a purpose, and I studied it, and I was going for it, and that's what ended up landing me at the, not quite right away at the Oprah Winfrey Show, but almost right away to the Oprah Winfrey Show when I graduated from college. So it was like that moment where I said yes.
Yeah.
So I want this to be a book that tells kids and inspires kids to say yes to things that might be a little uncomfortable, because those are the things that, of course, make us grow.
Yep.
It's also good for adults. And to listen to that inner voice. Because in the book, she gets handed a microphone on the set to warm up the audience. This is the future Livy Lou. She's thinking about her future. And she's like, what do I do?
Right.
And then she hears this voice, be yourself. Make people's day, use your heart. And that's not coming from anyone in the studio.
Yeah.
It's coming from her.
Inside of her.
So it's about relying on our inner voice.
So is Livy Lou Lovely you?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Fantastic. 100%.
100%.
So
Livy Lou is Sally Lou.
But just seeing someone and bringing your voice, that's a great aspiration. But what are you teaching the kids in the book?
In the book, I'm teaching them to be brave and to kind of pursue a passion. If something they love, that is something that they love, that they want to do, to pursue that.
Okay.
And to really feel empowered by that. And therefore, when you're connected to your purpose and something that you love, you then connect to your voice. And that allows you to rely on your inner voice and then be able to speak up. And especially for kids, I'm not asking them to go out and do a TED Talk.
Right.
But I am saying that, if one of the pages in the book shows Livy Lou sees kids not being nice to other kids, and she stands up to them. So it's about standing up for others and yourself.
Because even hearing your stories, I've always been marveled by, because you're talking about public speaking. You're talking about being a very shy kid to public speaking, which is one of the biggest fears that people have to get over.
It's the only fear I don't have. It's so bizarre. I'm still that scared child that hung on to my mom, but I'm not scared of speaking in public, because I think, for me, the way I coach professionals, adults, is that I believe that we're not really scared to stand in front of an audience and speak. I think we're more scared to stand in front of ourselves. And so when we do that and we do the work and really get to the core of who we are, why we are, what we do, the challenges we face, the losses, the gains, that's when we really own our story and say, I'm cool with that, and I'm good. I'm going to stand here in these shoes and be super confident, because no stage can scare me when I'm connected to who I am.
And interestingly, you told me this, the second graders, the 7, 8-year-olds, that's the sweet spot for this book.
That's the sweet spot I'm finding, because they are old enough to understand the message and really grasp it. And so what I do is when I go into schools, I bring these little clipboards.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're not always branded like this because this was for my special launch party, but like how cute, a little
That is
clipboard.
adorable.
Because I spotted a woman on the set with a clipboard and that was it for me. And I do a little prompt for them, you know, what's your name and your favorite thing to do. And then I invite them up after we do the reading to come up and speak and say their name and what it is that they love to do. So they have that moment where they're speaking in front of their peers.
Sure.
And it's super cute. So it's interactive, and I love that part. But second graders, yes.
Well, mine's a third grader. Mine are third
That's
graders,
okay.
but 8. And I have one especially who is fearless about being in front of people and doing things. And I want to preserve that, because what happens is you get in your own head and you worry about what other people are going to think.
Right.
And how do you prevent that from happening?
Right. And Tanya said your girls have no problem speaking out.
Not at all.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And so they can be, you know, leaders for their other friends who are a little bit nervous to do so. And when you have that confidence, you can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And I think it's great to just keep nurturing it in your children, even though sometimes you're like, hey, listen, could you just quiet down there?
Don't tell all mom secrets.
But honestly, it's the greatest gift that a child can have, because we all need to feel empowered.
Oh,
I feel like this is the first in a series.
I already wrote my second book. Yes, I wrote it, and it's in my computer, and you know, I'm self-published through a wonderful publishing house, Amplify Publishing, and their arm is Mascot Kids. So it's kind of a hybrid thing where they're helping me with the whole thing.
Awesome.
But Mama's got to pay for it. So if the first book goes well, that second book's coming, and I've got like 6 more in my brain.
Sally Lou,
love
so
it.
good to see you.
Yeah.
Buy the book. Make sure you buy the book. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. There is a book launch celebration happening this Saturday, May 16th, 12 p.m. at the Garden Room in Evanston. Sally's also doing a story time on May 30th at 10:30 a.m. in Winnetka. For more info, visit lovespeaks.com or follow the Love Speaks method on Instagram.